Till now, we have a really special guest with us, and I will be taking him on board. Before doing so, you can keep guessing who the person is. All
Hi,
Hi,
Kirti. How are you?
hi, Amol. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks to you for all your time and efforts, and it is indeed
Absolutely.
my
Mm-hmm.
it's a pleasure to have associated with you, and it really means a lot that you've taken out time for this
Mm-hmm.
wonderful new
I
initiative
mean,
which we planned.
you're always welcome for something like this, where we can actually um, take an initiative to help out all the emerging entrepreneurs like you. I mean, that's what Trustworthy
Yes,
stands for.
yes, indeed. And I'm
Yeah.
so happy that Trustworthy has been doing so great till
Mm-hmm.
now. And I really wanted to speak to the powerhouse behind it and how the journey has been and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
before we start with the discussion, we'll wait for some more time till the viewers join in. And I can see people
Absolutely.
joining in. Thank you so much, everybody. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. My brother from Germany has also joined in. Very nice. My mother is also here. And I
All
can see a
right.
lot of my friends joining in. Great. I'm so happy. Great.
Nice.
Meanwhile,
Good.
I would just like to
Mm-hmm.
introduce you to this entire concept, which is the See Within series, which we started on Instagram Live. The idea of which
Okay.
is to bring in people from different professions on the same platform and
Mm-hmm.
have a dialogue around how our mental well-being and our emotional well-being plays a crucial role when we are moving ahead in life, and especially during this lockdown period where people are facing a lot of agitation because they're just supposed to stay at home. As simple as staying at home is becoming
Exactly.
difficult for them. So I really wanted to
Yeah.
speak to you about a couple of things, and yeah,
Sure.
we'll start. Hello, Petra. I hope you're doing well. Petra is a great friend of mine. She always joins me in all my Instagram
Oh,
lives. So a great shout out for her. She's based in Germany. She's in the front line operation in the medical team. She's doing an amazing job there.
oh, lovely.
So
How are things in Germany, if I may ask? Or are things improving in Germany as of now?
yeah, as far as I have been hearing, things are becoming
Hmm.
a little better, but they are very
Okay.
particular about how the lockdown will get opened up. And I saw this
Hmm.
interview recently of Merkel as well, how they're progressing, but very careful about how they want to move ahead because the vaccine is not yet out and they
Hmm.
are putting their economy aside for some time
Oh,
and
lovely. Hmm.
focusing on their well-being. Oh yes, happy birthday, Petra! Such a nice coincidence. Great.
Yeah.
So we will come back to this platform and why we started to have this dialogue.
Hmm.
So I'll
Okay.
take please introduce yourselves to all of us and please
Hmm.
introduce trustworthy's concept and about your journey so far. How has it been with respect to your own venture?
Cool. So Amulya Kumar, it's me. I'm the founder of Trustworthy.com. We are basically a search engine, a local search engine for emerging startups in India, across
Mm-hmm.
categories. So we are Trustworthy is basically for Indian millennial. A millennial
Yeah.
basically can come to our website or our application and find out about, quirky and emerging startups in India, across
Yeah.
categories like home decor, stationery, fashion, rental services, travel companies, all those entrepreneurs who are trying to innovate, in some or the other way. We are here to, give them traction through our portal, and
Mm-hmm.
that's basically free of cost. I mean, we don't charge anything for any listings. So we are just trying to be, a Zomato for startups. Just like a restaurant, a new restaurant comes up, and they know
Mm-hmm.
that the first thing they have to do is list themselves on Zomato so that they can get good traction in and around their locality. Similarly, a startup can get listed on Trustworthy and get a good number of viewership around their location.
Mhm.
And we are basically targeting the youth of India who really wants to start building trust in local emerging startups, and who are more affordable, and they can build trust in them as compared to the global big brands. I mean, so we just want to help the Indian startup here through Trustworthy. Also, we have just recently launched our marketplace. So
Mhm.
all these startups who are listed on a portal can also list their products and sell their products through a marketplace on Trustworthy. So that's
Wow,
basically
that's a very
about.
interesting concept.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And talking about millennials, have
Mhm.
you seen a shift of your strategy when you're targeting customers in general versus millennials? And
I
also,
mean,
I'm
yeah.
sure the team which so
Mhm.
like I was just mentioning that I'm pretty sure that the team which you have right now is also comprising of more of millennials. So do you see any
Absolutely, yeah,
shift
yeah.
of attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I am the oldest in my team, and I'm
Okay.
not even that old. But we have a good, millennial audience, and our employees are also millennials, so they understand the
Yeah.
perspective of a millennial. Yes, when I actually was trying to figure out my own audience, I realized that the other demographic of audience, they they don't like to switch that easily. They are reluctant on switching brands they've been loving since ages. But
Right.
a millennial always
Yeah.
they are in for any experimentation.
Right.
So that's why we had decided, and me myself being a millennial, I know that I since the last 10 years I have been looking for such amazing brands. There's such innovative brands in India. Like a brand is selling liquid eggs that
Mm-hmm.
you can just directly pour into your pan and your omelette is ready.
Okay.
Or
That's interesting.
there's a surprise planner who can plan a proposal for your better half.
Mm-hmm.
So such innovative startups are coming up every day, and that's why we are just trying to help them out in some or the other way. Yeah.
That's very interesting. And
Mhm.
what vision do you hold with respect to trustworthy and future, say 10 years down the line or something like that?
We want you know to onboard each and every startup in
Mm-hmm.
India on a portal.
Yeah.
And I won't say that I want to be a Zomato, because I don't want to compare ourselves with anyone. It's just that we just
Right.
want to help the startups by any way. I don't know. So, I mean, we started with this vision that we will be a listing portal, but 1 year
Mm-hmm.
down the line, these startups came up to us that, Amulya, why don't you start selling our products through your website
Right.
if you have such a good traffic? So you never know what the future holds for you. My own clients tell me, Amulya, this is what you can innovate, and that's when we come
Yeah.
up with new ideas. So it's a journey when you have to go with the flow and keep on innovating if you want to survive in the industry.
Right. And I
Yeah,
think going with the flow is actually the key point here because
yeah,
there is this adaptability quotient which is super important for
yeah,
especially entrepreneurs who are
yeah.
working in a field where you have to adapt according to the situation.
Mhm,
And especially right now with this entire coronavirus stuff and the lockdown, business in every industry is suffering. I would
mhm,
not say suffering, but I would say things will change now. So
mhm,
there will
mhm,
be a new normal which is waiting for us. And
mhm.
in this time, the most important factor is our adaptability quotient. How we
Exactly.
as an individual are able to adapt with these changes. And if you look at it from the business point of view, it's the same strategy, right? And
Exactly.
I have seen you grow from so many products and services, and I'm sure your adaptability quotient is very high. Our our relationship goes on to back to school days, and we've
Absolutely.
been brothers and sisters. And I really want to talk about how adaptability quotient helps you as an entrepreneur in your journey of from the business point of view as well as in your personal life.
I mean, adaptability for me is the key to success. If if you are an entrepreneur, you have to adapt to tough situations. Only then will you be able to innovate. They say that
Right.
when there's a morning after every night, so there
Yeah.
will come tough times, but that's the main test of an entrepreneur, or even
Correct.
an individual, that how they actually get over those tough times and innovate and come stronger. So
Right.
for me, it has been very important from day one. Uh, and these times, I mean, me myself personally, I am actually utilizing them to actually again innovate, come up with things which I could not actually even thought of earlier on.
Yeah.
And I am getting amazing ideas. I'm spending time with myself, I'm doing my research, I'm talking to people. And I mean, so I am basically adapting with these tough times very nicely, and that's what I actually suggest to everybody.
That's wonderful. And I think
Yeah.
this is a word which goes out to all the people out there, whatever their age may be, and
Yeah.
especially to the youngsters, because, I see a lot of people who are probably, they're through with their college phase. They want to enter into the um, job, the corporate world, or they're trying to find out their own space of work. Now, in this situation, it is very easy to get frustrated and,
Exactly.
just think that, okay, I had all these plans planned up for myself, my own dreams. And now that the lockdown has occurred and, things are not going the right direction, they probably tend to give up at this point. And it's, as a mental health practitioner, I would also like to add that it's completely normal for all of us to behave in different ways because our coping strategies are different. And this
Exactly.
is a crisis situation. In a time like crisis, we all behave differently and we all behave in a very unnatural manner because we have not dealt with such a scene earlier.
Exactly.
And mentally, yes, it can be very frustrating for some people who had everything planned, and suddenly, of course, there is a monetary loss, but the more losses in terms of the mental fatigue, because people are getting tired of staying inside their places and not being as productive as they wanted to be. And right now, I would just like to add about what you've said, that upskilling in this time is very, very crucial. So how we
Exactly.
can push our routine forward is to just upskill ourselves, try and utilize, try and invest the time in the right manner, so that wherever we are, whatever we have been doing, we can sort of move ahead in the same direction. We are obviously working, like this also. Suppose we were working in this domain earlier, we are now working like this also because we have taken up other responsibilities of our houses and everything. However, it should be a T approach, like whatever workload you have earlier, try and increase and upskill yourself in that realm also. So it's
Exactly.
basically horizontal and vertical, both of them going together, which will be
Yeah.
the perfect solution for everybody right now. And talking about that, like I want to understand what prompted you to start something of your own. Like this was completely your own venture, and you had some vision in your mind. But what really, pushed you forward to not go for a corporate job or work under somebody, but rather start something of your own?
I mean, I would say that I never had an idea that I will come up with something like this. It only happened when I myself, faced an issue. I faced obstacles in my own life when I realized that, you know, this is how you can, you know, bridge this gap. There's a issue in the
Mm-hmm.
market. There's a gap in the market. So I was
Right.
me myself. I was working in corporates, in big media houses, where I saw that, you know, these guys get, you know, the maximum chunk of their revenue through big
Mm-hmm.
players like, you know, a Nike or a Pepsi or Coke. So they
Yeah.
basically don't actually pay a lot of attention to the small
Mm-hmm.
startups, the emerging startups.
Okay.
And me myself, when I was, you know, working there and, you know, actually facing all these issues, that my team was not, you know, actually able to help these people out. So that was very
Yeah.
disappointing for me. You know, I was losing interest in working with with those big corporates,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I realized that, you know, this is an issue. You know, there are a lot of you know, emerging entrepreneurs every day in India. Everybody is trying to do something of their own. They're
Right.
trying to be creative. They're trying to be innovative, but they don't have a platform
Right.
where they can actually, you know, increase their viewership, or they can tell people what
Mm-hmm.
they are doing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and Instagram, they work very differently. You know, they charge you to do sponsored ads, and, you know, then reach out to
Yeah.
X number of people. But, you know, all these startups, they don't have these big marketing budgets. I mean,
Right.
someone who's bootstrapped, who's actually starting from scratch, they don't have these marketing budgets to spend on big media houses. So that's when
Right.
I realized that, you know, there's a gap in the market. These people, they want us, and that's when, you know, I you know, started to do a little research, talk to people, found a partner for
Mm-hmm.
myself, you know, and found a team for myself. And when I actually realized that all of these people are also willing to, you know, help me out at the same, you know, that was the time when I realized that, you know, let's start with this.
Right.
So it comes with
And
experience.
yeah, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
I really would like to point out the observation which you had around this time, because there are times when we're just working and we don't observe what is happening.
Yeah.
However, you chose to observe,
Exactly.
which led to need analysis, which led you to sort of solve the existing problem in the market.
Exactly.
And it's all about consistency and perseverance. So, like whenever we want to work around something, it's always to do with how long can you take that journey. It's not just about starting, because usually taking an initiative is very exciting because it's something new, and people, sort of pat your back, and they put you up on some other level altogether, and you feel very confident, and then there's a slight moment and you feel overconfident, and
Yeah.
then that's the time when usually businesses, a business, I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs start something of their own, but they're not able to take it forward. However, you have been able to consistently work on it, and
Exactly.
it is an evidence much to say that इसमें perseverance और आपकी consistency बहुत matter करी है. So if we talk about youth who these days are feeling that the corporate life is not what I want, because given the millennial, the background they come from, they don't want to stick to one thing. As simple
Your
as that.
voice is
And
breaking,
it's
Kirti.
also to do with pure. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
All right, great. So I was just trying to understand, especially if we talk about youth who usually have this idea of not sticking to their corporate routines or corporate jobs, or when they are asked to do something, so they want to start something of their own. However, they do not calculate the power of consistency, the power of perseverance, and the power of staying focused to what they really want to do in life.
Exactly.
So with respect to that, would you want to share any pointers for them?
I mean, I
Because
would.
I
Yeah.
think they should be mentally prepared before heading on to something, because this is something which people don't tell about. We study about
Yeah.
entrepreneurship, we see people booming in the market, but nobody tells you that, dude, you really have to be mentally very, strong to enter that
Exactly.
domain.
Exactly. Um, so I would say everyone who's trying to come up with a startup, they should actually put themselves in a spot where they are actually facing the same issue that they're trying to solve. Either join a company who's probably a competitor, or who's doing something of the same sort. Just get in
Mm-hmm.
there, just see, what are they doing right and what are they doing wrong. Just see if your idea fits in well or not. When you are working for someone and you are meeting their clients and you are communicating with the employees, you learn a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things. Just
Right.
get in there, just be very very sure if that problem is actually there or not, if
Right.
anyone else is solving it or not. Once you're very very damn sure about that fact, only then is the right time to come up with your startup. And
Right.
again, once you start, there's a long journey. Just be ready to face the toughest times of your life, to be completely broke,
Yeah.
to be depressed at times. You know, you would have your low times, and it will be very tough. But just be consistent. If you have that goal in your mind and you really want to solve it,
Yeah.
you will actually keep going on. So
Right.
yeah, yeah, so be very sure
And
about what you're doing.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know why I'm smiling so much, but I'm able to relate to so much that you're saying,
yeah.
and I can't stop smiling. And this brings me to a very interesting concept from psychology, which is known as crisis positivity. What this does is, there are times when everybody feels low, as simple as that, right? But our true strength emerges when we are in that crisis situation,
Yeah,
and that is the time when we actually grow. And it's
exactly.
not important that the world knows that you've fallen down, and it's not even important for your friends to know that you've fallen down, or it's not even important for your family to even know that what you're
Exactly.
suffering from,
Yeah,
because there are times when it is emotional pain you cannot express it in terms, like
yeah,
there are
yeah.
some things which is probably projected through uh, our habits or something, but there are many things which we cannot express. In those times, how we are dealing with ourselves, what thoughts are we having, because जो हम बाहर बोलते हैं ना जिन लोगों से कम 100 गुना ज्यादा हम खुद अपने अंदर बातें कर रहे होते हैं अपने साथ.
Exactly. Yeah.
एंड दैट इज द मोमेंट विच इज जो होता है ना इम्तिहान की घड़ी जिसको बोलते हैं, वेर that is the point how we deal with the situation and get out of it. And right now also, when we are the entire world is going through this crisis situation, it really boils down to how we are able to react, because people are looking up to different people. We are looking
Exactly.
around for some sort of hope.
Yeah.
We everybody is feeling hopeless, even like I shared it with you over the call that I've started working for this COVID relief helpline of TCPCR.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody is stressed out, but yet we have to build ourselves up and face our clients.
Yeah.
So the situation remains the same, and I think this is the time where the entire world is suffering from something, and we're learning all these tactics which probably an entrepreneur in person goes through. Also,
Exactly.
you very rightly said that when we try and analyze the need of the market, that is the point which we must stick to. So I
Exactly.
was going through a lot of articles around this, and I realized a beautiful concept which again I always inculcate in my trainings, is to find out your why.
Exactly.
If you are clear about why you are doing what you're doing, everything will be smooth. But if you
Exactly.
don't know why you're doing what you're doing, if you're not clear on that, you will probably project, these are my qualifications, or this is what we have done, this is the number of customers we have reached, blah 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 blah. That is good for presenting in the market, but when you are alone with yourself, away from that identity of your professional image, you will question yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? And a lot of time people fail. And I would
Exactly.
also like to bring into notice for all the viewers that we all knew about the CCD, the CEO of the CCD case, Siddhartha. Now he committed suicide. There were a lot of people who knew he was under distress. As a social convoy, are we all not responsible for people around us? I think we as people fail when there is somebody in our social convoy or in our friend circle and that person is not able to open up to us.
Yeah.
It's not his problem. It's also our problem that we are not giving that space and that welcoming attitude towards that person that person can share with us.
Exactly.
And it is also to do with if you sort of relate so much with your professional identity and you start thinking that my professional identity is me. That is also one point, because we need to understand that is just one role which we are playing. We are also a son, or I am also a son, I am also a brother, I'm also a friend, I'm also a husband, I'm also, we play various roles. And if we're able to balance these things out, I think if fluctuations happen in one role, we will be able to manage all the other ones.
Exactly.
So that is something I made videos around also, because especially being an entrepreneur, it's very difficult for people to relate to what you're going through. And I'm sure you mentioned previously that you have gone through your lows and there were times when you felt depressed. And, this reminds me of one more thing, that there are these venture capitalists. What they do is they have motivated people to come up with the failure CVs. Because usually we have our CVs where we are, just projecting all our achievements. But they want to see, have you tried and have you failed? Because if we have two people standing in front of us, one person has not tried, but he's just projecting himself to be the best. However, the other person has tried and failed. He has learned more.
Exactly, obviously.
Yeah.
You learn from your failures.
Absolutely. And this is something I always try and, help people in my training also, that don't be afraid of failing. Be afraid of not learning from your failures. Fall down, make new mistakes, but, be brave to yourself first and then to the world. So, hi everybody. I can see a lot of people joining in. Hey, is Sharma ji Anmol?
Yeah.
Hi Anmol, so nice to see you. Homegrown bands made accessible, thanks. Oh yes, Trustworthy is doing an amazing job. A big shout out to Trustworthy. And I have been a huge fan of Trustworthy ever since. So, Amulya, I would also like to understand from you, how do you handle criticism? And, how has it affected you initially? And how does it affect you right now, since it's been, your journey has been long so far?
I mean, I take criticism very positively. For me, it's very important. That's the only time when I actually get to know that this is where I'm probably going wrong, and this is what I really need to fix. Because nobody tells me. I mean, my employees, they don't tell me. My partners, they don't tell me. Where do I actually get to know that where am I lacking? So criticism is like very important for you to it helps you to stay grounded. It helps you to fix things which are probably going wrong for you, or get that motivation from somewhere, that even if it's criticism, I mean, you're getting a reaction from people, you're getting a reaction from someone, uh, for something you are trying to do, you have founded. So I mean, for me, it's very important. I take it very positively, and that's why I keep doing questionnaires on Instagram. I keep sending feedback newsletters to my clients. I keep communicating with my clients, all my mentors, all my friends, and I actually make sure that they bring up the negative points as well, so that they can somehow help me to improve. So for me, it is very important.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I think in the business like you, it is very important to take regular feedbacks and keep a check on how you are. doing. And I think
Exactly.
criticism comes in very handy when we are trying to grow. And
Yeah, yeah,
also, since you have your why clear, you know what you're doing is completely awesome, and you are open to
exactly.
suggestions and improvements. However,
Absolutely.
vis-a-vis a person who's not clear on why he's really doing, he may just shut down completely and not take it in a positive manner. Like
Yeah,
even I, in my personal journey, I'm blessed with a lot of people around me who are always, giving me motivation that yes, you're doing an amazing job. They realize what the importance is. However, there are a few who do not. They are, at the surface level. They just see the, I don't know, the language or the presentation and all these stupid things, which really does not matter in the long run. And I do take it when it is required, but otherwise I put it in the trash can because it's not important for me at all.
okay.
Because, whatever we are doing, we have to turn a deaf ear to the general society norms, who are always there criticizing. So I remember back in school also, there was one very interesting story which we were told. I don't know if you remember or not. That I'll not get into deep into it because we just have 15 minutes left for our session. But it's basically whatever you will do in your life, there will be people around you who will criticize you. Do
Absolutely.
whatever in life.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is a motivation enough कि जो करना है, whatever you have clarity about, do that and let
Yeah,
other people say, and take feedback from the right people. That is also very, very important.
exactly. Uh, I think that you should never ignore or these things. You should actually welcome all the criticism,
Yes,
and trust me, start taking things positively. And I mean, that's gonna be the key to your success. Yeah,
absolutely.
and obviously
And
you are a pro mentor, and I am just so glad and proud at the same time that you are doing such great things for us. I get to learn a lot from you, and I'm actually getting to learn a lot from this session as well. So I mean, salute to you for what you're doing.
that is so amazing. It's like thank you so much. I was really excited about this session today. I have made notes. I have all my notes handy over here because I really wanted
Okay.
to understand all these areas, and it's a great learning opportunity for me as well. And talking about that, do you also want to shed your knowledge about how we see the business world turning, changing its pace after the lockdown period is over? Do you see any new trends coming up, or how do you see it?
Yeah, yeah. There would be a lot of new trends coming up. There would be a lot of new innovators coming up. I am so excited for what's coming up because I know people out there, all those entrepreneurs, founders, or even individuals, they are spending this time to build something very great for the people of India. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, every day I am actually hearing news that the women entrepreneurs who are coming up with such amazing ideas in India. I mean, there are people making masks for us throughout India. So everybody
Yes.
is trying to do something different, and I know this wave is going to continue, and it'll bring up a lot of new entrepreneurs, and I'm very excited to actually acknowledge all of that in the coming time. Secondly, it will actually also filter, uh, you know, a lot of things. People who are not willing to, put the 100% of their potential will not be able to survive post lockdown. People who are
Right.
not, smart enough, they won't be able to survive after the lockdown, and we ourselves would actually get to realize that what is important for us and what's not, because this is the time when we can actually analyze things better for ourselves. Uh, so we will be able to declutter all those unnecessary things from our lives,
Mm-hmm.
and pay our attention to the amazing, amazing startups coming up, post this lockdown. It'll be very nice. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
That's a very nice perspective because, like we've been seeing on Facebook, there are a lot of people coming up with brilliant ideas. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw this 93 or 94 years old lady based in Punjab, and she
Mhm.
just knew how to, stitch. So she sat down with her entire family, the entire joint family, and they're making masks from,
See,
cloths.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, wow. I think humanity is coming together and helping each other. I saw this one more friend
exactly.
of mine has come up with very interesting ideas. He tied up with a helmet manufacturing company and they've come up
Okay.
with face shields. So they're using
Oh,
some hairband sort of a thing and they've, taken the glass wala part from the helmet manufacturers and they're coming up with face shields and they're giving it to police officers and the people who are on ground duty. And it's so interesting to see such innovation and creativity coming during this time.
exactly.
And that's much needed, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, I will add here, we see a lot of change in the digital world also because
Yeah.
people will now be, moving more towards
Digital. Yeah.
digitalization.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
is one factor which, हम सबको adaptable रहना पड़ेगा.
Exactly.
Needless to say, whichever industry it may be from, and especially
Mhm.
for small businesses or MSMEs or say entrepreneurs
Yeah.
specifically, it's
Mhm.
very important to go digital now. It's the
Exactly.
time. And given this lockdown period where actually our business is not happening as much as it is supposed to be, would you like to give like 5 or 6 takeaways or just some few pointers to people how to utilize this time in a constructive manner, be it in their professional life or personal lives?
I mean, I'll start with personal because I would want people to, spend time, with their families, during the lockdown. They should actually, uh, start taking care of their own selves. They should look at self development, coming up with, different daily activities and coming up with a good routine for themselves, which they can
Right,
continue post the lockdown as well. I mean, this is the best time to start anything. So as I
right.
said, or nothing is gonna get worse from here. This is the worst. Things will actually start to become better from here. So this is the start to anything and everything you want to do in your life. Whether you want to start cooking, you want to start working out, you want to start a new business, or you want to start a new relationship. I mean, this is the best time to start anything. You know, things will get only better from here. There's nothing gonna get worse than this. What's happening here? So just utilize this time to come up with new ideas, to make yourself happy, to make your family happy, to build a business or to build a relationship. We connect to your old friends, colleagues, and try to
Yeah,
learn something from them. Or the
true.
best thing is you can start helping people. It's very
Yeah.
important that you help people at this time. uh, I mean, I know we keep thinking about helping and doing good things and this or that, but I learned this from you today, that you are actually doing things practically, and it's not just in our mind. You're actually putting your thoughts into action. That's what even I want to start doing, and everybody should actually think about that.
I
Yeah,
think as a human, we all have that innate need to help people,
exactly.
because we
Yeah,
don't feel fulfilled unless we're not able to serve humanity at large.
yeah,
So I think during this lockdown period, I would highly suggest everybody to come up with their own skills, whatever they're doing,
yeah,
and try and understand how can we help people at large with that same skill and
exactly.
probably put that exact skill into some other perspective. Like, for example, if one is into writing and one knows a particular language, can you not try and translate, stress busters or coping strategies which are in English to that local language and help people in that regional area? we all have skills, but we need to understand how to put it in the right direction. So yeah, I mean, I'm having some ideas for Trustworthy also right now that I'm speaking, but I'll take it offline. And I'll again take a
Absolutely.
moment for everybody to join in. And I saw this message from one person. Probably it's
Mhm.
for you, Trustworthy. You can just scroll up and see.
Okay. Mm, so it says, "Hi, I just registered myself in Trustworthy, but I have no clue how to sell products there. I'm a designer, and it's a great platform. I believe came through this on Instagram itself. So Trip Trip T, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
What you got to do is you you got to email us or go to the footer of our website. You'll get a link to a form, an online form where which you can fill up, and you can request to sell your products online through a marketplace. Once my team actually acknowledges that, and they actually authenticate if your brand is Indian, and you are actually trying to do something very quirky for our target audience. We'll get back to you and tell you the procedure how to get come on board. So there's gonna be a link on the footer of our website. It says "Sell on Trustworthy." So you just have to click it and fill up that form, and that's how you're gonna start.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pick up that cue as well.
yeah.
That's nice.
Mhm,
All right. So I think this session has been really cool. And I just have one more question for you, if you want to
mhm,
share, which is
mhm.
do you want to share any moment of your life, be it in your personal life or professional life, whatever, but it has affected you as a person, your performance in your work, and that was a time when you thought there is no way out. But now, when you look back at the same time, you've seen yourself grow so much more than you ever thought you would. Would you like to
So
share any of that experience?
absolutely. So I'll go back into time. This would be like 6 to 7 years back. When I was actually, I had completed my post graduation. Uh, there came a time when, my dad told me that, I mean, you are post graduated, and it's high time that you should start something of your own. And he told me that, now on, uh, I mean, I'm not gonna help you financially. It's you yourself who has to earn your own food, and grow and prove yourself to the entire world. I mean, I'm so thankful to him that he actually he had put me into that sport, which was obviously, it came as a shock to me that one day he comes to me and he's telling me that okay, tomorrow onwards it's like it's you are on your own. So I mean, that was the time, that was the trigger I needed. That was the time uh, I had put everything into creating and building myself.
Yeah,
So so that's what I would like to say, that if you have good support of your family
yeah,
uh, or your friends, only then you can actually grow. So I
right.
had the indirect support of my family, so that actually helped me out to you know come up with a new job, a business, and a new goal for life.
That's wonderful. And I think it's a direct support of your parents and your family, and direct support of all your lovely friends, of course, including me.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's also to do with your entire, personal development. As
Yeah.
of course, professionally you've developed a lot, but personally you've developed even further. And just to wind up today's session, I would just like to summarize the entire discussion which we had, and how we try to link entrepreneurship with mental health. We did, talk about how we're supposed to handle criticism and how it can affect if it is not taken in the positive manner. He spoke about adaptability quotient, which is super important, especially during this lockdown period as well. And of course, when you are doing something of your own, and even if you are in a job or probably in a relationship for that matter, adaptability quotient is super important. So it's one of the emotional intelligence quotient which we talk about. And of course, it's to do with your frustration tolerance as well, how much you're able to tolerate whatever you're going through. And we did speak about youth entering into the startup world and youth entering into the corporate world at large, what to expect, because it's very important. Because people, in the formal education structure, we teach students what the academic platform is, but seldom do we talk about what is really expected out of them as a person from an emotional angle. How strong they must be from the mental fitness level. We did talk about failure stories, and you very beautifully shared your own personal experience, which I can understand how a person grows out of failures. Not failures, but struggles, I would say.
Yeah.
And how people now are recruiting on the basis of, have you even tried and failed, or have you not even tried? So these are very important aspects, which even I think Harvard has also adapted something like this. So I think now all the firms will be looking into this. And we did talk about how one can utilize their time effectively, and also how to know your why, because that's super important. When you know your why, you have hope and vision for future, and whatever you're going through in life, that will, you will definitely have power and strength to overcome all that little obstacles. And this is super important during this time of lockdown also, because dude, doctors out there are working, they have their why clear. That is why they're doing what they're doing. They are passionate. Nobody would want to stop them from going out.
Exactly.
Because they are very clear on what they are out there for. And jo bhi obstacles are, they're able to overcome all of that. So yes, that's all we talked about today. And don't worry if you've missed the session, it will be saved on my page for 24 hours. And if not, I will also be recording it and uploading it on YouTube. So you can have a look at my Instagram channel and also follow Trustworthy, because it's an amazing platform. And I can completely vouch for Amulya, because I have known him for years now. And he's my amazing brother. I'm so proud of him. I can't thank him enough for all your effort and time. I know कितना पटाना पड़ा तुम्हें आज live आने के लिए, but I think it was completely worth it. And you did amazingly well. And I'm so happy. And all the very best for your trustworthy journey. And
so much,
keep inspiring.
Absolutely.
And we'll call it a day with that. On that note. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in.
All the best.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Take care.
Cheers.
See you.